In 1914, quarry workers near Bonn in Germany cut into a slope and found a grave. Inside it were two people, a man and a woman, buried together about 14,000 years ago. And a dog. Not nearby, not in a separate pit, in with them. Now, that grave is one of the most argued about finds in European archaeology, and it is not because of the two people. It is because of what happened to that dog before it died. And when you hear it, the whole thing stops being about hunting or guarding or anything practical at all. I will tell you exactly what they found, but it will not land until you understand what a night was actually like before there were dogs in it. Start with the obvious thing that is easy to forget. Humans are terrible at night. Our eyes are built for daylight and color and detail, and once the sun goes down, we are close to useless. Our hearing is unremarkable. Our sense of smell is, frankly, embarrassing. And here is the part that makes it worse. Human sleep is consolidated. We go down in one long block, several hours at a stretch, and during the deepest part of it, we are extremely hard to wake. So picture a camp, 20 people, one fire, open ground. Everybody has to sleep at some point, and for a few hours in the middle of every single night, that group is effectively blind, deaf, and unconscious in a landscape that contains things that hunt. You can post a watch. That costs you a person, every night, forever. And a tired human on watch at 3 in the morning is not a good sensor. So that is the gap, and something walked into it. A dog hears frequencies we cannot hear at all, at distances several times further than we manage. Its sense of smell is not slightly better than ours, it is in a different category entirely. But the sensory equipment is not the clever part. The clever part is the sleep. Dogs do not sleep the way we do. They take short bouts broken up, spread right across the night, surfacing and settling and surfacing again, which means a camp with dogs in it is never fully asleep. There is always something in that circle that is partway awake, with better ears and a better nose than any human has ever had, and it does not need to be paid, persuaded, or woken for its shift. You did not get a guard. You got an alarm system that came with its own sleep schedule, and it works both ways, which is the part people miss. The dog gets the fire, the scraps, and 20 large primates who will absolutely come running if it makes enough noise. Nobody sat down and decided to do this. The leading account runs the other way round. Human camps produce waste, and waste is food, and the wolves that could tolerate being near people got that food. The ones that bolted did not. So the calmest, least fearful animals ate best, and bred with other calm, least fearful animals, and a few thousand years of that does something to a population, not because anybody trained anything, because tolerance paid. Now I want to be careful here, because this is genuinely unsettled. The dates run anywhere from about 40,000 years ago to about 15,000, depending on whose evidence you take. It is argued about whether it happened once or several times in different places, and the whole self-taming account is one model among a few. Anybody telling you this is settled is going further than the evidence does. What is not in dispute is that by 14,000 years ago, in a valley in Germany, it had already happened. Which brings me back to that grave. The dog buried with those two people was young, around 7 months old, and when researchers went back over its teeth, they found the marks of a serious illness, most likely canine distemper, caught at roughly 19 weeks and running for weeks after that. A young animal in that state cannot regulate its own temperature. It cannot keep water down. It cannot feed itself or clean itself or stand up reliably. Left alone, it dies in days. It did not die in days. It lived for weeks and then months. Which means somebody kept it warm. Somebody got water into it. Somebody cleaned up after it repeatedly for weeks while it did absolutely nothing for anybody. It never guarded a camp. It never hunted. It was, by any cold accounting, a drain on a group of people who did not have much. And when it died anyway, they put it in the ground with 2 of their own. So the practical story is true. The ears, the nose, the broken sleep, the alarm that never needs waking. That is all real, and it is probably why the arrangement lasted. But it is not why that grave exists. Somewhere in there, it stopped being an arrangement. And here is the bit that should get you. Sleep researchers have measured what happens when a dog sleeps in the room, and the honest answer is that you sleep slightly worse. More small wakings, more movement. People report sleeping better anyway. They report feeling safer, which is a 14,000-year-old feeling doing exactly what it was built to do, in a bedroom with a locked door and no predators for 1,000 miles. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are just ancient. Does your dog sleep in your room? Tell me in the comments. And if this changed how you think about that, hit like and subscribe for more of the ancient reasons behind your modern life.